Hey everyone, it's Michael Kikle. I hope you're doing well today, and I have a review here for a film from 2014 that I have not seen since I saw it in theaters all those years ago. It's about an hour and a half long, and it's called As Above, So Below. This is a found footage film, and it was the first one I ever liked a lot. I really enjoyed this movie back when I saw it in the theaters, and I thought it was better than Cloverfield, Blair Witch, all of that stuff, and frankly I still do when it's compared to those two. But As Above, So Below had a really cool concept that won me over from the get-go before I even went to see the thing. And going into a movie like this, open-minded, by myself, no one in the theater but me and maybe a couple other people from what I remember, this was a really, really cool watch. And being sick recently, I've watched a lot of stuff, haven't really had time to review anything on this channel because I've worked on other channels I've been doing. But I wanted to get back to this and just talk about some cool movies and stuff. And forgive me for that time off I had to take for like 3 or 4 weeks or whatever it's been. Welcome to the newcomers. That's cool. Anyway, As Above, So Below basically was about a group of explorers who are trying to find the Philosopher's Stone in Paris. They locate it down to there, and they realize that some of the catacombs underneath Paris, involved with the Catholic Church and whatever, could possibly lead them to the location of the Philosopher's Stone, and that takes them on a very dark, grim, evil, monstrous, not even just in the creature feature sense. It's more of like a cult movie, but kind of not. There's a lot of supernatural elements happening to them down here. It's that kind of movie, and I really enjoyed it. It's not like a slasher movie. It's nothing like that. It's just a crazy, very claustrophobic a lot of the time on these narrow passageways and crawling over bones and doors that have mostly been filled up with bones so you couldn't get through to begin with. Going in water underneath the ground, swimming to other areas you may or may not even be able to see in front of you. It's a cool adventure movie. It's a cool adventure horror movie. I like that. I love the supernatural stuff. I like the implication of the title, As Above, So Below, and how it plays into the story. All of that's really well done. I think the majority of the acting is good. I think the casting is good for the movie. It was a fun flick. And the ending, I still think, is a really cool way to end this movie. It was something unique. It's something I still haven't seen done as well in, like, the found footage world anymore, as much as I'm a fan of that, you know? But it was a blast. I thought it was still as cool as it ever was. It being a found footage film, there is no, like, music or anything, so most of it is people whispering in the dark and the quiet. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know how much of this was actually filmed in, like, a catacombs or, like, a homemade set. I don't know. A lot of it would really surprise you how well made it is in production value in that respect. If you haven't seen this before, As Above, So Below is a recommendation. Easily for me. I thought it had a lot to offer. Still does, 10 years later down the road. And it was a cool watch, man. I had a really good time checking this out. So give it a watch if you haven't seen it. Trust me, it's worth your time, especially if you love found footage movies like I do. Anyway, if I had to rate As Above, So Below on a 5-star basis, I'd probably give it about probably a really high 3 out of 5 stars. It doesn't quite get to the 4 out of 5, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close, and depending on who you are, you might really like it enough to push it to that direction in your own behalf. But fun adventure flick. If you like kind of an amateur Indiana Jones mixed with fantasy horror, that's what this kind of is, and it's really sick in a lot of ways. Very mysterious in a lot of ways, too, with all the riddles they have to solve and everything. I love that. I feel like it made it even better as a watch, so... Anyway, big recommendation from me. Check it out if you haven't seen it before and you happen to be a horror fan. Thank you all for watching, guys. God bless you all. Catch you later, and goodbye.